Hey, great to see you. Welcome to this video called 3 Poker Books You Must Read Before You Die. I could have also named this video Turkeys Voting for Christmas, because as someone that owns a YouTube channel and a poker training site that's based around video, making you go off and spend hours reading books may not be my best move. However, I still believe that even in this video age, there is room for poker books. And in fact, there's a real benefit to reading poker books, because when you read a book, you give it your focused attention in a way that you don't when you're either on your phone or on a desktop, whatever. It's so easy to jump to something else or get distracted, whereas a book has a way of focusing you and thinking more deeply about your game. So I've got 3 recommendations for you. Before I give them to you, several honourable mentions. There are so many good books out there. The work of Slansky, if you want to learn the theory behind almost all poker, but especially if you're ever going to play limit. Zach Elwood's book on verbal and body language tells. There are tons of great books and too many to name. However, you have to be a little bit careful with some books, because remember, the information has to be set in stone with a book. It's hard to update it. So sometimes you're getting information that might be out of date or not usable. However, remember, a book costs $10, $20, $30. If you just learn one thing from each poker book you read, well, that is a return on investment, right? You're showing a profit on that. And like I said, that extra capacity to think more deeply about your game is also really valuable. So having got the honourable mentions out the way, having got the blurb out the way, what are the 3 books you must read before you die? Well, number 3, they're not in order. Doyle Brunson Super System is my first of my 3. Super System 2, they updated it. It's basically the same. So this is one of the first books I ever read. It's a very old book in terms of years, and also in terms of the advice. You've got to be careful, because some of the advice in this is outdated. However, the reason you should read it is the no limit section written by Doyle himself. Now, some of the plays will no longer be relevant, basically because the games have got more aggressive. However, what it will give you is the mental state that you need for No Limit Hold'em. Across all of our students, one of the biggest trends I see is that people just aren't aggressive enough, and that's totally understandable. It's hard to be as aggressive as you need to be to play No Limit Hold'em well. However, Doyle's pages really do fire you up. I sometimes reread them just to get that mindset back. Because Doyle was the most aggressive player in every game he sat in back in the day. So you can really get the attitude and mindset you need for No Limit Hold'em, which is invaluable. It doesn't matter how much theory you understand. If you can't go in there and execute, then you're never going to show a return or get the results you want. So I think that can really be transformative. And look, it's a piece of poker history as well. Talking of poker history, probably my favourite poker book of all time is my second book, The Professor, the Banker and the Suicide King by... who's it by? Michael Craig. Sorry, Michael, nearly cut you out of a mention there. This is the story about how a banker from Texas challenged the high-stakes poker community to a game of limit poker that would run over many, many hours, many days, many weeks, for stakes that had never been played for before. He wanted to play so high that the entire high-stakes community had to club and pool their money together just to be able to afford the millions of dollars buy-in that he wanted to play for. So it is thrilling from page 1. If you're into poker at all, it is an all-consuming, fascinating story. It involves many household names like Phil Ivey, Doyle Brunson, and many others that you'll have heard of. And it really is a peek behind the velvet rope of high-stakes games. In terms of how it will help your game, well, it's a lot of fun. It'll help your game a little bit. It's very aspirational. It'll teach you a lesson about how to have an edge over weaker players and how long it can take that edge to manifest itself, because they do nearly go broke. It also, I guess, will illustrate to you the dangers of going broke and just how much exposure high-stakes pros actually put themselves under when things can get near the edge or somehow, nearly go wrong, as happens in the book. It's a can't-miss book. It's fantastic. The third book I've got for you is more modern and more usable for your game, so a little bit more educational, but it's a really good read as well. It is Exploiting Play in Live Poker. Look how modern it is. It's on a digital format. By Alexander Fitzgerald. Assassinato is his screen name. You may know him by that. He has another book out as well, which is also very good. This one is the newer book, and it's phenomenal. If you want to play live poker, if you do play live poker, then this really is a can't miss. It's based around tournaments. You could also use many of the same principles and ideas in cash. And Assassinato is brilliant at blending modern kind of cutting edge thinking in poker with the real world application of it. The fact that you're actually playing humans, how you should be adjusting to those humans, what their mentality is when they play live, and how you can take advantage of it. I think this is a game changer for a lot of players and a really accessible way of understanding how you should play. So there you go, 3 books. They are great, great books, all in their different ways. I hope you get a ton of value and enjoyment from them. If you've got a book, a poker book that you like, then let me know. I'd love to know. I'm always looking for new ideas, and so is our community. So leave us a comment to that effect. Now, if you've enjoyed this video and you're serious about taking your game to the next level and seeing some fast improvement, you need to come and see us. Click the link underneath the video. You can sign up for our very latest free tournament information. This is the best free training we put out, and it will really help your game. So click the link, jump over and get it right now. As for this video, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do click a like if you have. Leave me a comment as I suggested. Share it with your friends. And if you want more of this, then please do subscribe to the channel. You will be the first to know when we put out a new video with lots of new bankroll boosting goodness for you. All right, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll talk to you soon. And remember to run good, because that's the hard part.